Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome back to another episode of the Napoli Career Mode series. Last episode, ladies and gentlemen, we started things off with a bang in our first two games in the Serie A. Higuain, as you can see, scored 3 goals in his first 2 games, and we scored 5 goals in total across 2 games, which is fantastic, conceding 0 as well, which I'm very happy about. And we are moving on today with a fantastic record. As you can see, today we kick things off with a game away against Napoli in the Serie A, which we will definitely play as we signed one of their players. We want to show them up and hopefully get the 3 points at their home ground as well. Not only did we steal their player, we're going to start stealing points off them as well, hopefully. We also have a game in the Europa League today against Fenerbahce. I don't really care about the Europa League this season. Definitely will be playing second string lineup, but this game against Napoli means a lot. We want to continue our good form. A loss here would just pretty much, you know, would put us back, not to square one, but it would really be a step back for us. So we really need to pick up at least a point here. Hopefully all 3 points. And hopefully we'll be continuing on our winning ways. If you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. But without further ado, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Right, I feel like there's no reason to change anything at the moment. Higuain up top with Insigne and Callejon on the wings has worked fine. I think Callejon has gone up a rating as well, which is good. Hamsik, Allen, and Jorginho in midfield with Gulam, Koulibaly, Raul Albiol, and Husai as our back four. I almost said Husai there, but it's Husai. Really no need to change anything. They've been performing well this starting 11, and hopefully they can do it again here today against Empoli. So without further ado, let's get into our third game of the Serie A. Let's hope it's another 3 points for Napoli. Oh, it just falls to Saponiara, who puts it through to Puccia, whatever the hell his name is. It's no goal for Empoli, pretty much. Oh my god, that was way too close for comfort. I'm sorry, I didn't know that guy's name. I wish I knew his name. Oh, Higuain. Yeah, you got room there for Allen, but Ariardo with a good touch. Allen gets it back though. The attack's still on. What can Allen do now? Come on, Allen. To Higuain. Higuain on his left. He was about to unleash. Oh, good work from Hamsik to intercept that. He's got Gonzalo Higuain ahead of him. What can Higuain do? Go across the goal, and he just blitzes it past the keeper. No way is he going to get a glove onto that. And it's Higuain with his 4th goal in 3 games. He's keeping up this amazing strike rate. And it's just fantastic work here. Hamsik just reads it, plays the ball through, easy as you like. I didn't think Higuain could get it from that angle, but it's Gonzalo Higuain. He can do anything, mate. It is a fantastic strike. Unfortunately for Empoli, it's 1-0, even though they had a very, very good start. They've gone down, and it's Gonzalo, man. It's the main man up front. What a beast. Higuain, pretty much all on his own. He's going to drag it back, and he's going to make some room for Jose Callejon. Why not? Jose is on his bike. He's running away from everybody. What can Callejon do here? He's going to play that across, and Ariardo was the last man to just make that tackle and clear it. What's Jorginho going to do here? He's got options. He definitely has Marek Hamsik running straight ahead. What can Hamsik do on his right? What was that, Marek? Jesus Christ, the skipper just blows it wide. It's Gonzalo. He lays it off to Jorginho. Jorginho waits for Insigne instead of passing it to Hamsik. He waited for Insigne. What can Lorenzo do here on the left-hand side? Hamsik really wants it, but I'm not giving it to him just yet. Insigne is going to do it all himself. Just watch him. No way. He's going to pass it to Callejon, and Skorupski just puts his gloves up. Oh, Gulam plays through Insigne. Here we go, lads. This should be 2 here. Insigne is going to try and do it himself because he's a cheeky motherfucker. Just like that. That's too easy at the end of the day. That was like a 2v2. You really didn't stand a chance, Empoli, in that situation. And Insigne, he wants to get off the mark as well. You know, it's good enough that maybe he could have assisted a goal to Higuain there, but he wants to get on the score sheet himself. He wants to kick off his campaign, and he's done so very, very well. Comes off the glove of Skorupski, but it doesn't matter. 2-0 and a goal for Insigne. And it looks like this game is wrapped up. Does well. He plays that through to Insigne again. Empoli have just bombed men forward. There's too much room. Insigne, he's going to do it himself again. Cuts in on his right. Put it in. Skorupski with a save that time. And it doesn't happen. Hamsik goes to Koulibaly, who heads that into Albiol, who heads it in. And now Raul Albiol is on the score sheet. That means this season both our centre-backs have scored already, and we're only 3 games in, and both our centre-backs have scored this season. Raul Albiol off of Koulibaly's head, so it was like a head-to-a-head. Fantastic stuff, and a well-worked goal. Hamsik just picks out Koulibaly, tallest man in the entire box, finds Albiol, probably the second tallest man in the entire box, 6'3", and he just heads it in. Skorupski, no chance, mate. You got no chance in hell. as Vince McMahon's theme song would go. And it's 3-0. Last couple minutes, Empoli have just bombed forward, and there's too much room, so we're just completely annihilating them. Now it is full time here at Empoli, 3-0. Another fantastic performance from the 11 that we put out. What a start to the season this is so far. To be fair, 3-0 I don't think does Empoli enough justice. I think it really only should have been 1-0. But right in the last 10 minutes, they put everything, they bombed everyone forward. And 2 chances that we stripped them of, and they ended up in goals. So I don't blame them too much for conceding an extra 2 goals, but then again, it's their fault for bombing that up forward. 3-0 on the day. All we can do is score as many goals as possible, because we want to score goals. 7 shots, 5 on target for us, with 40% possession to Empoli's 4 shots, 3 on target, 60% possession. Empoli probably put up more of a fight than the other teams we faced. The other teams, I only believe, the last 2 games, they only had 1 shot. At least Empoli had more than 1 shot in this game, and they had a lot of possession too. So, as I said before, I think 1-0 would have done Empoli justice there, but 3-0 just makes it look completely like we just annihilated them, which we didn't. But 3 points, 3 goals, clean sheet, and we're looking good going into this Europa League game. Right, as I said, our next game is in the Europa League against Fenerbahce, and take a look at our group. It's Augsburg, Fenerbahce, and Copenhagen, which I believe we could beat all 3 teams. I think we should be topping our group pretty easily. None of those teams really stand out as challenging. I think Fenerbahce will take the 2nd spot because they have a few decent players. Obviously, they have Van Persie and Nani, so that'll be interesting. So without further ado, let's take a look at the starting 11 that'll take Fenerbahce. It's not going to be a strong starting 11. It's not going to be the players that you've been seeing. So for the first time, we'll have some people that can show what they're made out of. So without further ado, let's take a look at the lineup. Right, that is the starting lineup that I'm going to put out here today against Fenerbahce. Mbakogu up front with Mertens and Gabbiadini on the wings. Hamšík, Lopez, and El Kaduri make up a midfield 3 with Strinic, Tonelli, Raul Albiol, and Vlad Chiriches as a back 4. Rafael in between the sticks. I'm not sure if I have to explain why I've picked any of these players. I've gone for Lopez ahead of Valdifiori because he's a bit younger, and I think maybe he's got a better potential. 6'1", looks like a decent little player there. I didn't realize that we even had this player until just now. I was looking on the reserves, I was like, when the hell did this guy get here? But yeah, he's a good player. I think we'll play him ahead of Valdifiori. Both are very good players, but of course Valdifiori is 29, so they can interchange. I'll probably sub someone on. Chalobah is also on the bench. We'll be training him a little bit as well because he looks like a neat little player as well. So as far as the back 4, I think Strinic is a really good left back. Good stats all around. And he's got 4-star weak foot as well, which always helps. And Chiriches and right back, I'm a bit apprehensive about this. I feel like he could get caught out maybe. But we'll try him out anyway. Gabbiadini, he can play right wing, so we're playing him there. This is just a little bit of a test. We'll see how this goes. Hamšík and Raul Albiol, the only 2 players that have kept their spot from the league games. So we'll see how they do as well. Hamšík will probably have to get substituted off. His stamina's not the best. But without further ado, hopefully we can win our first game of the Europa League against Fenerbahce. And hopefully we can kick off our campaign with 3 points as well. Be very, very good. Without further ado, it's Napoli hosting Fenerbahce. He's going to play that through to Mbakogu. He's going to do a little bit of a fake shot, trying to get around his man. Look at Mbakogu off the bat, and Volkan with a save. I feel like Mbakogu didn't get his body right in the last second there. But what a run to just completely do the entire team. See, he takes that shot at a very bad shape. He's like not even facing the goal, so if he just positioned himself better, that could be 1-0 in the first 5 minutes. Hamšík to whip this in. Who we got in there? Tonelli's in there! Mate, our centre-backs just want to score, don't they? Even Tonelli wants to get on the score sheet. El Kaduri out to Gabbiadini. Gabbiadini finds Hamšík. He finds El Kaduri. A nice little passing play between everybody. It's El Kaduri. He's on his left now. I don't even know if he's left-footed, but he's tucked it in the back of the net, and our central midfielder, El Kaduri, opens up the goal scoring. Fenerbahce have had nothing in these opening 10 minutes, man. It's been all us. They haven't even had a chance to do anything. I don't even think they've touched the ball. We've been absolutely blitzing them, and what a start that is. El Kaduri just taking his time and tucks it in the left corner. Fantastic stuff. 1-0 nice and early on, and a good start to our Europa League campaign. Markovic outright to Sforza. What's Sforza going to do? He's going to whip that in. Oh, Morales is at the back post. I don't know why the fuck Raul Morales is pointing to his quads. He scored with his head. Oh, why is he doing that celebration? What an idiot. I believe Chiriches. Oh my goodness. I told you there was a chance that Chiriches is going to get caught out, and he couldn't even get his head onto that. Stop pointing at your quad, you idiot. Gonna loft that one over to Gabbiadini. Good ball from Marek Hamšík. What else would you expect from the midfield maestro? Gabbiadini was about to unleash, and it's Topal with a defensive challenge. Gabbiadini lofts that over to Vlad Chiriches, making an advanced run. He lays it off to Gabbiadini. What can Gabbiadini do? He can whip that into absolutely no one. Where is everybody? Van Persie lays it off to Topal. That's their centre back. What's he doing all the way here? Finds Van Persie on his left. Doesn't curl it in, but Van Persie can be dangerous. Running down the right-hand side, and Mbakogu wants it, but just get in the box, mate. I'm about to whip this in, mate. You got to be there for it. Jerry Mbakogu! I told you, man. Just be patient. You got to be in the box. He's not the tallest of people, but he still gets his head onto it above the defender. Fantastic stuff. Whoever that defender is, I think it's Bruno Alves, but whoever that defender is should be ashamed of himself for letting Mbakogu get there first. I was telling him, he's calling for the ball. It's like, mate, just get your ass in the middle of the box, and I'll find you. Don't worry. I will find you. I'm not going to forget about you. And there you go. Nani now on the left-hand side. What's he going to do? He's going to whip that one in. Oh, my goodness. Morelos was there again. Good work from El Kaddouri. Just strips it of the player. And it's now El Kaddouri who's going to go all the way himself, is he? Oh, my goodness. El Kaddouri on his left. What a finish. This kid is decent, mate. El Kaddouri for his second of the game. And he's been very, very good today. Just strips the ball, runs himself, and scores a goal and gets us that 2-goal cushion as the Napoli fans go crazy. Great work from El Kaddouri. He thought maybe he'd, just pass that to Mbakogu. Maybe could have. It was a bit of a tight gap, so... But that finish, man, holy shit. That was better than Higuain's cross goal that he scored. Better than that. That's a hell of a finish, man. That is in the corner. I don't know. You cannot get more corner than that. That is the corner. Getting past Tonelli. He's going to whip that one in. Nani's just chilling there, just waiting for the ball. And it's an instant reply from Fenerbahce to make it 3-2. And this game is starting to get very, very interesting. That was straight off kickoff, man. Markovic, good little run. I don't know where the hell Strinic is, but it was Tonelli trying to save it. Albiol can't get in the way of Nani's shot there, unfortunately, and it just splits Rafael and Raul Albiol and finds the back of the net. 3-2, and Nani scores a goal, unfortunately. Chalobah plays through Mertens. What a beautiful ball from Chalobah. And Mertens tries to get it over the keeper, but Volkan with a good save. There it is, full time. We hang on to the 3-2 win. And a very tough game here against Fenerbahce. Put up a lot more of a fight than I thought they would. But we do escape with the 3 points. 2 goals conceded, our first 2 of the season. Which was about to happen eventually. And Fenerbahce are a very good attacking team. They have a very, very strong attack. And Raul Morelos was making things happen this game. Whether he was scoring or trying to make things happen, he was making things happen. As you can see, 10 shots, 6 on target for us. 4 shots, 2 on target for Fenerbahce. So they scored both their shots on target. But that's not a bad thing. They were both pretty quality shots from very close range as well. So, yeah, 3-2, I will take that. And I think that's going to be our toughest game, the Fenerbahce game. So the fact that we've come up with 3 points is very, very good. We've kicked off our campaign in a very solid way. That's it for today's episode, guys. We end the table still at the top thanks to our goal difference. It's 3 better than Juventus, which is very, very good. But only ourselves and Juventus have won all 3 games so far. Lazio sitting in 3rd, with Napoli in 4th, Sassuolo in 5th. I told you guys they're a surprise package. Even though we beat them, they've come back with 2 wins. And they're starting off very, very well. AC Milan and Inter Milan with just a win, a draw, and a loss. And I believe AC Milan beat Inter Milan. So that's where they got 1 loss and one win from. So AC Milan have done alright. Fiorentina, I'm sad to see them down there. They were one of the teams that we voted for. The team that came second in the votes was Fiorentina. And I'm really upset to see they haven't even won a game yet. I hope they pick it up. Same with Torino, but Torino are undefeated at least. So I really hope Fiorentina pick it up, man. I want them challenging because they were one of the teams, obviously, that I wanted to do. And I really hope they do well. They're a solid team. I don't know why they're struggling. I don't know who they've played. Maybe they had a tough opening 3 games, but hopefully they can pick it up. That's it for today's episode, as I said before, guys. In the next episode, we play Lazio. I believe Carpi's in the midweek. But if you did enjoy today's episode, make sure you leave a like, guys. But that's it from me. Nothing else really to say. Great start to the season. Hopefully we can keep it up. We did show vulnerabilities there against Fenerbahce, but hopefully it doesn't carry on to the games in the Serie A because we were playing a bit of a weaker lineup. But it's a good start. Let's continue the way we are going and let's really challenge Juventus for this title. We don't want to make it easy on them at all because it looks like without us, they were just going to breeze to the title. So hopefully they aren't doing that this season. I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Keep it real.